Yo, what's Gucci? Yeah, I'm chilling at the Rave. Pull up. I'll see you soon. Where's this remote? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Rave with your girl, Njerae, Njerae. Karibuni sana. Yeah, hizi intros nakwanga long. Today's rave sound is coming from, I was having a small meeting with my husband in the team, Mr. Khweva, and there was a bulb on top of us making this weird sound. So that's today's rave sound. These broken bulbs that I don't even understand, man. Say I've bought a bulb and it's 2 days old and it will make that noise. I don't understand how they do it. But shout out to you, broken bulbs. Shout out to you. You're doing amazing, bringing light into this world. Yeah? Yeah. Awesome. We're going to get right into the first song. I don't want to introduce today's guest until we do the first song. So let's sing the first song. I'm looking in your eyes, you're reading into my mind. It's clear that I lied. I like you, you're right. The tension is building up, gaps between us are closing up. Already saw it in my eyes. You're the love of my life. It's always the same story. Loving when you call me. I don't even know why I'm falling. I don't even know him. He keeps me up lonely, wishing he would hold me. Quickly I'm falling, your name I'm calling. Labda ni wewe ninataka, na basi ni wewe nishapata. everybody. I was really trying to be an accompaniment in that song because you're the star of the song.
How? Without your words?
What do you... Oh, snap. Matthew anakuanga smooth talker. Namtaki kujua. We came here with my mother in the car. They had a conversation for sijui a whole hour about one thing. One. I'm not even joking, guys. They spoke about one thing for a whole hour.
Your mom is my best friend.
My mom's best friend. I hope you're not hearing. Matthew has just taken your territory.
Yeah.
Anyway, Matt. So, we've never had an instrumentalist on the Rave. You're the first one.
Why me?
You're the first instrumentalist for the end of the Rave. Shout out to you for coming here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I want you to tell these guys your list of instruments that you play.
In order of learning them. Kayamba.
What is a kayamba? Is it the shaking thing?
Yes, with the ndengus inside.
Musidhani hizo vitu zinashikwa tu alafu zinachezwa. This guy learned, he went and studied how to play a kayamba.
Yeah, so kayamba then morphed into congas. And then took a very long break.
You were telling me about this drumming story.
See, now that's where I'm getting to. So then took a whole long break. Then I started playing drums. Then after that, fell in love with the guitar.
I want to know why. Okay, I know. I want them to know why you started playing guitar. I mean, drums.
Drums.
Yes.
Drums. I started playing drums for all the wrong reasons that you could ever imagine. At the time, as a high school kid, I had just bumped into music once again in my life, and mostly because my family members were in church playing. So it was that young cousin who used to go with everyone else to church, and then I would sit uko nyuma and just whatever.
Watch.
And in my head, I'm like, wow, if I could be half as cool as this guy is playing that instrument. Then, long story short, there's a day I was curious enough to sit on the drum set.
Which I hear now the seat is called a throne.
Exactly.
Abiathar has
Shout out to
me.
Abiathar.
He's schooled us today.
Yeah. So one time I sat on the throne, and I was just like, I held the sticks and I was like, I should probably try this thing. And just before I could do it, someone came to me and he was like, you will never ever play this thing as half as good as
you.
I do.
You that told him. I don't know who you are. I don't know what your name is, but see him now.
Yeah. So now my motivation at the time was just like, I just want to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
And nothing else. Like for me, honestly, I was just like, I'm gonna hide myself and learn this instrument.
Until
and
you can
when I sit down and see I'm better than you, I'll stop it. So those are the reasons as to why I got to playing drums. Then I played it, and I can confidently say that I surpassed my expectations.
I have a similar experience with Sauti. When I joined, they put me in Raw Talent, and I was like,
Prove them.
Are you guys serious? You're putting... I have to take a break, kidogo. Yeah, I was devastated. But then I woke up the next day, and I was like, you guys...
See you now.
See me now.
See you now.
I was in Raw Talent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wouldn't say that it's entirely a bad thing or a wrong thing that was the source of my motivation.
Yeah.
But once you're heavily motivated towards doing something and then you get to achieve it, you actually stop. Right? So you've achieved what you wanted. Yeah. So at the time, I was now touching guitars here and there because I thought everyone who plays guitar, one, gets the girls. For sure. And number two, they just look cool. You know, so I wanted to look cool.
If you've ever watched Matt play on stage, oh my gosh. As in, you can even just put off everything and just watch him move his body.
No, I have fun.
It's a whole
and that's why I miss
situation.
I miss it.
Yeah.
So I started playing guitar and now morphed into that. And drums, I still play drums in church when needed, but it's not something that I am pursuing as a performer. I'm pursuing it more in production now. because I have now the knowledge.
You're also a producer.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I have the knowledge of like rhythm and whatnot and stuff like that. So everything is working.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really. I had something in my head, and then
Yeah,
that's
I was looking at you, looking at me. I was just like,
I had
but I can't
something
read your
and
mind.
then-
I cannot do it.
I don't know me.
I cannot do
it. So I guess.
You like my socks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
saying
yeah.
they're hypnotizing me over here with these cows. No, jamina kwa msee wa makawas. Whoa.
I wore them
Itabidi
for you.
nikuone kando.
Ni sawa, chukua hata
Outside.
bele have you. Read socks. Anyway, story for another day.
So before we continue, let us show you what this good thing that Matthew does. This guitarism. Actually, this song that we just did, it's called Labda. Should I tell them? Should you tell them? Who should tell them?
Yeah, I want to tell them.
Tell them then. Tell them.
This is our first baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Me and
I.
you.
Yeah. This is our first baby. So who am I talking to? Oh, so basically, this last year or so, I've been working on an album, a collaborative album with very, very close friends of mine.
I'm a close friend, guys.
Yeah. So from Njerae to other people that I'll probably mention much later. So this song, Labda, Njerae is recently a neighbor.
Yeah.
So
yeah, huko wakitukatia stima. Tunaenda next door.
Just next door, yeah. So, and I've been a fan for a very, very long time, and I've been vibing to Njerae's music. So I was like, wow, it would be such an honor if we did a song together. And that's how Labda came. So the album is called Deserving. It's going to be talking about different aspects of life that we feel less deserving of and we should be deserving of. Case in point, love. A lot of us want to be loved a certain way. And for me, with this album, I'm to tell you, you are deserving of that love that you think about.
Amen. Preach.
So from that to career, to just lifestyle, spirituality, and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's sing the next song. And then we can continue talking about your awesomeness. I know what I wanted to say. You're the first guy on the Rave as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just looking at you and I'm like, the sound sounds weird. This business is
but
weird.
you know, I'm more of like your girlfriend than your...
Hey, let's sing. This song is called Akisioni. It's just my lovey-doveys too, yani. Misioni nikiendelea bila wewe. You know those things people want to hear. Naona vile wanicheki, siwezi mind lakini unasleki. Nacheki vile umemedi, hisia nazopata ukishika dredi. Hebu niambie, namba nilishakupea unipikie. Mara ngapi nitasema usikie, ukitaka niambie nirudie. Juu mimi ninangoja tu. Lately you've been switching up my point of view. Wasn't even planning to be on this route. Now you got me thinking about my future too. But baby we can waste some time. I don't even have to really make you mine. Unavyonipendeza without a try. Loving how you always make me touch the sky, yeah. Akisioni nikisonga mbele bila wewe when you get lonely. Takufikia tumisioni nikisonga mbele bila wewe and when you're lonely. Takufikia baby boy. Takufikia, nitakufikia, takufikia. I know it's been a long time. You're saying you've been waiting for a long time. You're praying he'll be staying for a long time. And every now and then you say it's been a long time coming now. Heaven is on call, I'm falling down. You put me on hold and I don't know how. All I know for sure is I need you now. Somehow, to me meaning Angoja too. Lately you've been switching up my point of view. Wasn't even planning to be on this route. Now you got me thinking about my future too. But maybe we can waste some time. I don't even have to really make you mine. Una vez independence without a try. I'm loving every time you make me touch the sky. Oh, I kiss your knee. Say, Nikki songa mbele bila wewe when you get lonely, lonely. Takufikia jumisioni. Nikki songa mbele bila wewe and when you're falling. Takufikia, baby boy, I'm coming. Takufikia, baby boy, say I'm coming. Takufikia, takufikia.
Good job.
Yay!
Good job.
A lot of my learning guitar is honestly from Matthew, guys. Wenye mnasemanga mimi ni mnoma, huyu njo ananifundishaga kuwa mnoma. Yeah, Matt. What is it like being an instrumentalist? You know me, you know, me, me, I hurumia for my instrumentalists.
Okay.
Because someone can come and tell you, yo, you've heard that Drake song. Yeah, like that Drake song. How are you supposed to get a vibe from that now? And like, there's only one Drake, you know?
Yeah. I almost imagine an instrumentalist is, I don't know, someone to create, not even before your music and before you play, you're just someone to create a vibe for a songwriter, singer-songwriter to just swim in, right?
Yeah. Oh, I love swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we do here at the Rave, guys. We make you laugh.
Anyway, yeah, so for instrumentalist, I don't know. It depends on also what kind of instrumentalist you are. There are those who are strictly for studio sessions with producers.
That's now a session musician.
Not even a session musician who probably doesn't need you as a singer-songwriter in studio.
Today we are teaching you guys. We are schooling you, artists.
So there are people whose work basically is just to producer calls you, you sit down and you just play, you know?
You make something.
Exactly. And to songwriters, singers and songwriters who make it hard for instrumentalists.
Yeah, I was going to go there.
The reason as to why you're making it hard for that instrumentalist is because you've not called that person, you've called an instrumentalist. So you see, if Njerae calls Matt, you've called me for my music and my style of playing.
Okay.
So you've listened to me and you're like, this would vibe well with whatever I am playing.
Yeah.
So for singer-songwriters, rather than looking for a particular, just an instrumentalist, just try and do research, see, you know, the tone someone uses, blah, blah, blah.
Who is in your vibe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it would be easier, like you and I vibe. You
for
know?
the longest time.
Yeah, you and I vibe. And I can tell you for a fact, there's so many people I struggle with in studio.
Yeah.
Not because they're not good artists or I'm not a good artist. It's just we are not vibing, you know. And I feel like music, as any other form of art, is very expressive. And expression sometimes is not, you cannot force it.
Yeah.
You know,
it just comes,
you know, like a vibe. Like, I think with this particular song that you've played, I've probably played it a million times.
It's never sounded the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're vibing because
true.
I know your sound, you know my sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, that will make it easier for instrumentalists and singer-songwriters to work with instrumentalists.
Cool. Me, I want to hook you up now to a spot, nice spot.
Okay.
This one that we are at.
All right.
It's called Cueva.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Cueva
All right.
is just the baddest creative
How do you spell
space.
it?
Khwev.
So,
Imagine,
Khweva.
Khweva.
Khweva. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Cueva for having us. You guys have been so amazing. Oh my gosh, when I say that, like this whole season 1 has just been Cueva. I love it. You guys have been. I think we should have an episode where I just talk about Cueva. And do that, Kefa. Yeah. Yeah. Check them out at Cueva, Khweva, on all social media platforms. I think if you come here, you might find Matthew.
Yeah, I'll definitely be.
Not putting him on any spot.
Yeah, no, but I like the vibe. It's actually a very good, dope place.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm doing a lot of things here.
I mean, you spent the whole morning in the studio.
Yeah.
It's like, man, if only I didn't have to get dressed.
Yeah. No, I had a good time. Whoever is.
What is your plan now with because I'm also currently in the process of recording an EP. And what they don't tell you is the recording is the easy part.
Oh,
the presenting to the world is usually the hard part.
Yeah.
So what's you've already started recording, yeah? You've already finished a large majority of the album. So what's the future like for Matthew?
First of all, I think mine is also more of an educative aspect of it in terms of musical structures and whatnot. So everyone I'm meeting or interacting with, I am very curious to know the process people go through in releasing a song and whatnot. And what I have gathered so far is artists spend most of their money in production and not in distribution and marketing.
And you should be
exactly, because you can have dope content.
Yeah.
And you've spent, how cost of production is crazy. So you've spent so much money in production and no one gets to hear it. Unfortunately. Yeah. So for me right now, I'm taking so much time with learning how distribution and marketing, especially in our world right now, works, to be able to now utilize and, to be able to sit down and be like, I'm proud of the numbers that my art is doing. So right now I'm in that space of just having conversations with artists, fellow artists, how did this work for you?
And that's, imagine that's, every time I see Matthew, we'll spend 2 minutes catching up on life.
Yeah.
And then the rest of 3 hours is just him. I don't want to say educating me or lecturing me. Lecturing me about, the industry. This is how you should do it. This is, this and this, which is cool. I think it's important to have such friends.
It is. Yeah. Especially, for guys like you who are crazily talented.
Thank you.
Everyone needs to hear you.
Yeah.
And how are you able to make sure that everyone hears you? You have to put money in marketing and distribution, and the fact that you have such a beautiful team is such a heavy thing a lot of artists right now need.
Yeah.
Because one of the most expensive resources you can have is people.
Level,
yeah, exactly. You see? So
So mademu alikuja, ulisema ulikuwa unataka
no,
kucheza
acha
gitanjo.
nikwambie sasa.
Acha nieke niambie.
I think just like every other growing man.
He's a growing man.
Yeah, there are phases you go through where some certain things excite you and you welcome them.
So you're saying they don't excite you anymore? Or I'm putting words in your mouth.
No, they don't excite me. Actually, no, it's the truth. They don't excite me anymore because I found that one that, not who, but that one.
Wait.
Not who.
Hold up. You found that one that's a different episode.
Yeah, that one that settles my heart.
Hey.
So it might be a person, it might be a thing, and whatnot. So
that one you have had. That one.
That
if
thing,
you're a chair in his house, you've had.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but ultimately, go through your process, man. Like for me, there's a period I was very, very excited about. Sometimes the attention you get from.
Is that why you put the dreadlocks?
No. I put the dreadlocks before I started playing music.
When he plays with the hair open, it's a whole other show.
This hair is
it's
a
no
miracle.
Longer a concert.
This hair is a miracle. It has nothing to do with where my life is right now.
You're among the people who inspired me to get dreads at the time I was getting dreads.
Oh my goodness.
Because I used to see some people who had not so impressive hair. But then you, like with your
let me
the
tell
richness,
you this, and I don't get this hair from my mother.
like,
So
my
mom, don't
gosh.
take credit for this. She doesn't have as good hairs. Even my sister. So I don't
Me,
know
where
where I got
do
this hair from.
It's so
honestly.
weird because even me, my dreads are like this, but then my sisters are like healthy, like
yeah.
thick, nicely. Like, where was I when you were distributing these hair genes? I also want them.
But God gave you other things.
Yeah, he gave me Matt.
Yeah.
Also, before we get any cheesier,
Okay.
I just want to say shout out to you guys for joining us for another episode. Thank you so much for keeping it locked here on the Rave. This next song I want to say is dedicated to you, verse 2. But verse 1 is for a certain... is that guy for Playboy Mansion is called Hugh?
Huey Hefner.
That one. It's for followers of Huey Hefner.
Huey Hefner.
Hao watu mnavanga hizi mango ziko na logo ya Playboy. Na hata hujui Playboy ni nini. The song is called Stuck in a Feeling. I wrote this song, it was like a competition with someone. Like someone was just like, I'm stuck in a feeling. And then we're like, that's a cool line. Let's see who will write the best song. So I'd like to believe I wrote the best song.
No, I'm sure. There can be nothing better than this song.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, Mr. Playboy. I know you've been around, Mr. Playboy. You're the talk of the town, they're saying you've been down, so pray, boy. Cause you know the word is out that you've been going down, a mistake, boy. You is a playboy. You left me stuck in a feeling, it feels like I'm missing out. I hope you can call me when you stop chasing clouds. Left me stuck in a feeling, I don't know what that's about. I hope you can call me, say you want me around. Najua, nitakupata. Nishajua, mimi najua, nitakupata. Nishajua, mimi najua. I say mimi najua. And don't get me wrong, I'll be staying for long. I know you never know this. You're cool, you don't know this. I know I'll be forward by saying I'm bothered. It's true, you don't know this. I'm here because unanifanya cheesy. Tukiwa tu wawili, lakini siku hizi mchezo umezidi. Nitafunga ulimi, firimbi sipulizi. Wefanya hiyo tizi, upatane na mimi. Mimi najua, nitakupata. Nishajua, mimi najua, nitakupata. call Matthew to come and play for you in your home. Call him to come and play for you as you shower. Instead of carrying your phone to the bathrooms, just let him stand outside and play guitar, you know.
All right.
Yo, you are 2 vibes.
Oh.
Like a vibe and another vibe.
And another one.
2 vibes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
If you ever get the opportunity to be in his presence. I can talk to you like this because you're homeboy, my girlfriend.
Yeah.
As you said.
Yeah. I know all your secrets.
And I know all of yours. So, where should we begin?
Okay, so on the December of... no.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
You had fun.
Oh, I had...
We're going to have another episode to talk about the one.
No, surely.
Your one?
Yeah. Maybe in a couple of years, maybe.
A couple of years.
Let me test it out.
Okay, you're still testing.
We're all testing
Let
life.
me not spoil it for you. Yeah, thank you so much for having us. Thank you guys for joining us for this episode of The Rave. It's been such a vibe and more. Oh my gosh. This has been a whole season and it's just, wow, I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys for being the realest and keeping it locked here on The Rave. Shout out to Cueva for having us always and forever. And you know, the biggest and the baddest team, the Ravelets, guys. Now I love. Nyinyi wale wase. Kwaherini guys, tupatana baadaye.